Hi guys, welcome back to Bonsai Crazy. Sorry it's been a while since I've downloaded a video, but I've been busy making a new pot and doing a few things. So I'm back. I'm going to be talking about my Acer trees today, my maple trees. I've got some new trees here. These are my ukigumo trees, and I'm a bit disappointed in them because the grafting on them is not too great. As you can see, the graft is not brilliant. It sort of starts there and it's not great. So I'm going to be making my first cuts, and these here I'm going to stick in the soil. So hopefully I'll get some new trees out of the cuttings that I get. So let's get on with it, and we'll make our first cuts. Right, so as you can see, it's pretty straightforward and pretty boring, this one. So I've got a shoot coming down lower here, but I'm going to try and keep this for now. So I think my first cut is going to be around here on this one. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my sharp knife, being careful, and just do the ends like so. Then I'm going to dip that in some water. I might even take those buds off there, and hopefully some roots will come out of that bit. I'm going to dip it in water, and then I've got rooting powder. I'm just going to dip it in rooting powder and straight in the same pot, and hopefully that'll be a new one next year. And don't forget to seal your ends. Oh, that was a lot. Let's get a cloth and clean that up. Now, hopefully I've learnt my lesson, and that won't be happening again. I should be using my finger from now on, just like that. So that's that mess sorted. Let's get on to the next cut. So as I want cuttings, I've got a triple opportunity here. I could cut down here. Yeah, well, let's start up top. Let's trim that one to there, that one to there, and that one to there. Then this one I'm going to trim down to here. And then we're going to do a really good cutting out of this one. Straight into the water, plenty of water, straight in the powder, and then into the pot. And hopefully that's going to root nicely. And that's our first one done. I'm just going to try and get rid of that. go, there's some more mess. And I'll get some good ones out of this. The leaves on this are white and green. So they come out white and then they turn a speckly white green, and then they turn a purple colour in the autumn. So I'm looking forward to seeing these. These are going to be really nice maple, I think. This is the second one I've got. As you can see, the graft is not great again, but it's lower down this time, and I think I can salvage that a bit more because I've got these two sprouts coming out here. So I think I'm going to deadhead it back to around here, and I'll keep these two the same. I'm not going to cut them. So one big chop around there. Right, so now our next tree. Our next one we have, what do we have? Palmatum, Acer Palmatum. And this is my really nice one. Red maple. Lovely red maple. Really nice leaves on it. I think you saw it last year. I think I showed it in one of my videos. As you can see, I trimmed it a little bit last year. As you can see, I trimmed it a little bit last year. I left this one as a leader, and I'm still going to not a leader, as a feeding branch, and I'm still going to leave this one as a feeding branch, but I am going to trim it back. There's no point in having it that long, but I'm going to keep that down there as a feeder because I'm liking the taper here. It's giving me quite a nice taper here. I don't mind the straightness of this. It's not completely straight, which is good. But I think I'm going to trim it back to around here on this bigger branch. But that leaves me with all these cuttings to take. And then same there, I think I'm going to trim it back to around here. And I might even just put that one in the ground and hope that that one roots for next year. I'll trim it back a little bit so it's not working too hard. So let's get rid of this in the middle. Get rid of all those dead ones. Right, so let's sort this dangly one out. We can get a couple of cuttings from this, can't we? So it's very long. There. And there. Right, so then hopefully we've got two little cuttings there, and I'm going to keep that one as a feeder branch. I might even get some wire on it and bend it slightly so it's not too boring. It could be used as a branch later on, but let's concentrate on this. So this smaller branch here, I love that. There's lots going on. So I'm going to cut that around there. And then we've got this to play with. So I'm just gonna do that. Do that. Do that. And do that. Then we're gonna do a cutting with this. I really hope this one takes. Right, so our next, we've got lots going up the top here, look. I reckon that's a cutting. That's a cutting, and that's a cutting. And I think I'm going to leave that one there. I'm just going to seal it all up. There we go. I think I kind of like that. That's a lot going on there. I've got a lot of roots there, or cuttings there. So let's move on to the next one quickly. The last one. And this one is my 5-fingered one. This also is a red maple, but it's got the 5 dangly long fingers. And it's got a lot going on. As you can see, it's got comes out here, and I've got to make a decision which one I'm going to keep, because one of them's going to go. It's going to go today. So I think I'm going to keep the thicker one because I like the way that comes around there. So I'm going to go with a chop on this one here, right there. And then we've got all of this. Get this out of the way quickly. So we've got a cut in there, a cut in there, a cut in there, 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 there on that one, there on that one, there on that one, and there on that one. I'm going to take this up to around here, and that one is going to go straight in there like that. Get some cut paste on that. Right, so next, as you can see, we've got lots of branches going on here. Let me move these little ones out of the way. I won't do this in front of you because you're probably bored of it by now. So let's just move these ones out. I'll do them in a little while. So next, we can see how it's twisting over here, and obviously we really don't want that, but I actually think that I want to keep this one, so I'm going to go in here again, if I can get in there, and snip that right there. And I've got 2 more cuttings. Now I'm going to leave that as it is, and I'll trim that back in the springtime. Might just trim this one. There. That one there. And that's it, I'm going to leave that. Right, so the big cuttings, when you're cutting and you're trimming it off, don't dig too deep. You just want to take the top layer off of the bark. Don't want to dig in majorly, you're not carving it. And then in your water, in your powder, and in the soil, and there we go. So there you go, guys, there's my maple trimming, my Acer ukigumo and my Acer Palmatum, and my red maple. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Look out for the next video. You don't want to miss that. I've made myself a new pot to go with one of my trees, so you don't want to miss that one. Keep an eye out for it. That will be coming up in the next few days. So thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. This is Bonsai Crazy. See ya.